On to my Sagittarius. So you have the Magician, Four of Cups, Six of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Two of Cups, Four of Swords, Nine of Swords, the Sun, the Moon, and the Hierophant. So, okay. So the Magician, the Four of Cups, the Six of Swords. I mean, this is about the okay. So the Six of Swords usually means every time I get the Six of Swords, I see it's basically about someone coming in. It looks like someone is shipping out, but it's actually someone coming in. It just looks like someone is leaving, but someone is coming in. The Magician, the Four of Cups, you are getting to know them, right? You being direct with them. So you're getting to know them, right? You're taking them seriously, trying to see where their head is. Okay. The Nine of Cups, the Two of Cups. A lot of you Sagittarius are confident, the Two of Cups, and this person is very much so direct with you. So that's very good, because what I'm seeing here is, to sum it all up so far, you, Sagittarius, found someone, okay, coming in. The two of y'all got to talking. The two of y'all decided that y'all want to give each other a try. So now y'all starting to hang out with each other. Y'all already started to hang out with each other. The Magician represents you're taking it upon yourselves. This could also mean that you may be going up to people and speaking to them. Either way it goes, it's still the same outcome. The two of y'all ended up hanging out with each other, and you end up rolling out the red carpet, right? Giving them respect, trying to find out what it is that they liked, and you try to manifest hanging out with them, the places that they potentially wanted to go, and try to make it real. Even if you didn't necessarily ask them where it is that they went, you still did try to make the time that you hung out with them fun. As Sagittarius always does. So the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords now represent, so now this is about the two of you really deciding whether or not y'all want to continue to hang out, because y'all already hung out once or twice. And you know what that means if the two of y'all continue to date. So you, Sagittarius, the Four of Swords, you, Sagittarius, are just kind of taking, when the two of y'all are not hanging out with each other physically, you, Sagittarius, are just kind of sitting back thinking to yourselves what this means. What this means, because a lot of you are looking at it from a perspective of, is this relationship the right one? And then you have the Nine of Swords. You want to know if this is for real or not. And the best way is the Sun. The best way for you to find out if it's real is through experience. See, the problem, let me help you with this. The problem that a lot of people have is that they are unwilling to actually experience what it feels like to be in a relationship with somebody. So what it looks like is people are too interested in getting out of a relationship or a potential relationship because they don't want to waste their time hanging out with somebody that ended up being dysfunctional. So what they do is that they end up leaving, but they don't really have any kind of evidence as to why, or justification as to why hanging out with these people would be a not so benevolent experience, and they leave. So they leave without any kind of evidence. So what a lot of people are missing is experience. So what I suggest for you, Sagittarius, is to hang out with these people. Get to know them for real. Like I said, ask them questions. People are not asking good enough questions. Stop it with the small talk, with the goofiness of if you feel the nice weather and all of this, and ask these people some serious questions. What was their dating history? Put it like this. If you're not asking them serious questions, you're wasting your time. Not because I say so, but because this is part of the reason why a lot of people get into relationships with horrible matches. There's not a lot of matches, because the reason why is because you don't really know the person. You know the person in the sense of you get a general idea of whether they are good in character. I ain't gonna say good, but if they're upright in character or if they're dishonorable. But you don't know any specifics, which is the evidence to this, because now you know, oh, this person stole from their own family member. Nah, that's something to watch out for. Oh, this person, this person was found out for credit card fraud. Like stuff like that. Like stuff like that should tell you what it is, right? Stuff like that should tell you, right? Other things like, if they don't take any kind of pride in their work, right? If they have a job, right? They don't take pride in their work, and they're like, oh, well, I'm just going to work for a paycheck. I don't actually enjoy what it is that I do. Things like that should let you know, because once you're not with this person, and you're at home, and you're thinking about what goes on, and you're tallying up what happened, you'll be able to look at it and you'll go, nah, that's a dub, because this person just told me all of these things, and I'm expected to do what? To overlook all these things? Nah, I'm gonna have to leave this person by themselves. But a lot of times what people do is they don't pay attention. So what you, Sagittarius, need is experience. Hang out with this person some more. Ask them questions. Find out what's going on with them. So that way, the moon, you can decide whether or not it's a good idea for you to ghost, or whether it's a good idea for you to keep getting to know these people. Then you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant represents listen to your own gut. If you asking these people questions, and there's something about if you asking these people questions and you asking these people, hey, what about your past? And they're telling you, oh yeah, I stole, I steal from my family members. What should that tell you? And they're letting you know that they're still currently doing it. And it's not like they did it in the past and they're not proud of it, and that they renounced that part of themselves now, and that they've learned and they've grown and that they've changed their life around, and you're actually seeing that. If they're telling you something like they stole from their family members and they're still doing it, what does that tell you? That tells you you should probably not hang out with this person, because there's too many of y'all who be like, oh, the person will kick me down the stairs, push me down the stairs. So why are you hanging out with the person who pushed you down the stairs? And then now you got to catch your grip on the railing and stuff like this. Otherwise, you would fall and hit yourself hard. Why should you have to go through that? So let's clarify some cards. Like most people really, let's clarify the Magician. Most people really don't take into consideration that really 80% of the relationship is really when you're not even in the relationship. You're getting to know the person, because it's the due diligence. It's the due diligence to know if it's even safe for you to get into a relationship with this person at first, intimate at first, before you decide, okay, now that the coast is clear, you can continue to be with this person because you know enough about this person given the particular time frame. And I'm not putting any kind of time frame. I'm giving it a time frame because people would use the whole month thing to their advantage to essentially never be intimate. That's why it is I say a month. But is it strict? Depending on the situation. Situational awareness. So to clarify the magician, you have the Star, the Empress, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, right? The Star, the Empress, the Two of Pentacles is about you, Sagittarius, knowing that you want something real, so you're going for it. And that you've gained a lot of knowledge with your experiences that you've had to deal with within the past 2 to 3 months, from December, January, and now we're in February, right? 2 to 3 months, coming up on 2 to 3 months. And you're using it now, which is good, right? And then the Seven of Swords, right? Pay attention to the Two of Pentacles and Seven of Swords in combination. Being more aware of the terrible things that people tell you and looking at that so that you can know if the two of y'all are really good for each other. Another thing too, let's clarify some more cards. Let's clarify the Four of Swords. Matter of fact, let's clarify the Nine of Swords. Most people shouldn't even be moving in with each other for years. Because most people move in with each other when they're in a relationship. Most people move in with each other for like a year and a half in. You shouldn't even be moving in with each other for a while, at least 5 years. Oh, well, what do you mean? Oh, this, that, and the third, or whatever the case may be. Okay, if you want to, okay, let me be more merciful. If you want to cut it down to 3 years, then you can. But the two of y'all really need to be on y'all best behavior. Y'all need to have no red flags. Y'all can have flaws, but no red flags. If the person has even one red flag, that's a dub. Don't move in with them, because now you have this person up front and center in your living space all day. When you come back to your living space, there you are. There they are. So to clarify the Nine of Swords, we have the Seven of Wands, the High Priestess, the Hermit, the Lovers. Seven of Wands, the High Priestess, excuse me, far more of an emphasis on you really getting to know somebody for real, which is very good. And if people don't necessarily like you getting to know them, because nowadays, if you, Sagittarius, really notice, you notice how it is a lot of people get offended when you start asking them questions. And the reason why they start getting offended that you ask them questions is because they have something to hide. Put it like this, you should be asking questions. And if a person gets offended that you're asking legitimate questions, I'm not talking about loaded questions, legitimate questions, right? Where are you from? Where do you work? What is your parents like? Do you have one parent, two parents? How did they treat you? What was your dating history, right? For them to answer, ask legitimate questions. If a person gets upset, right, the Seven of Wands represents you questioning them. The High Priestess represents with the severity, because you're really playing a detective, because you really want to get to know them. You really want to make sure from now on that the people that you spend your time with are worthy of you spending your time with them. You're asking them these questions, right? If a person has a problem with you asking them questions, then it means that they have something to hide and you shouldn't be hanging around them. I can't tell you enough times where I've spoken to some people and they only want to give me short answers. That's a dub. No, tell me something in detail so I know that I can trust you, because if you asking me questions, you want juicy answers, right? You want me to get into detail and all that stuff, right? But then the Hermit and the Lovers now represents, again, make sure that these people don't give you short answers. Make sure that when it comes to these questions, they answer it in detail. The Hermit, the Lovers. Are they being secretive and they don't want to answer these questions? And, or are they in a situation where they're open to a relationship in the first place, right? Or I should say they're playing like they're open to be in a relationship when in actuality they're really not. See, this is why we ask questions. Let's clarify the Hierophant. This is why we ask questions. This is why we want to know what's going on in a person's life. You had the Seven of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, right? The Knight of Pentacles and the Sun. So these 4 cards. So to clarify the Hierophant, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Wands. Again, moving forward with your life. Moving forward. Being in a situation where you have to understand that what you've got going on, right? To clarify the Hierophant is for you, Sagittarius, to not let somebody give you a defensive answer. To not let somebody give you the runaround. If they're giving you the runaround, it's time for you to leave. The Knight of Pentacles and the Sun, if they're giving you the runaround, it's time for you to leave. They need to answer these questions directly and in detail. Have them answer the question. Have them get into detail, right? If they don't pass these questions, the Knight of Pentacles and the Sun, right? It's a dub. Pass them up. You will find someone new anyway. So either way it goes, you're insured. Basically, you're insured. You're good money. You're safe. But yeah, if you found value within this reading, then it means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me. There's a link in the comment section below. Click on it. It'll redirect you to a website in which you can get a private tarot reading from me. Okay, and along with my other social media outlets in ways you can support me. So I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. As of right now, we have 5,460, I think 70 subscribers. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos.